Hey, YouTube family, how are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the unfinished storage side of the Gear Cave, where I can make a mess and nobody complains. Today, we're talking about high frets. Not full fret leveling, just high frets. What is the perfect high fret leveling tool? Is there one? No, there isn't. If there was, everybody would be using it. It's all a matter of what you need the tool for and how that tool works in your hands. So let me show you what I got going on. I'll show you a bunch of tools that I have purchased. Yes, purchased, not received for free. So I can tell you the truth. All right. Now, my truth may not be your truth because your experience or your approach might be totally different than mine. So I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing, what I'm using, and if it helps, great. And if it doesn't, there's a ton of other videos on YouTube that I'm sure will. So this basically is a fret rocker, and first 3 frets, perfectly level. Next set of 3, I got some major rocking. Right across, right? Next 3 frets, perfectly level. Next 3 frets, a little bit of rocking, minor. And then I got nothing right up until 16. And then I got another high fret. Hear that? Nothing major. And then I got another one at 18. So I'm not doing a full fret level. You know, when all the frets in this area are absolutely perfect. Here are some of the tools I've purchased over the last year and a half to spot level a high fret. Okay. Now, when I think of spot leveling a high fret, I want like foolproof. It has to be efficient. It has to work without me having to really worry about ruining it. And it has to be quick. Under a minute is what I'm looking for. Now, price, I don't care. If it's a tool that'll do the job and I don't have to think about it, then yes, I will pay whatever amount of money the tool costs. If, in fact, it is that good. If I can find a tool that takes the guesswork out of it, that makes it super quick and easy and efficient to level a high fret, then I'm all in. And that's just where I am. Some of you are like, no, if it costs this much, I'm out. I get that. But for me, I'll pay any amount of money for a tool that's super efficient. First tool. This one's super cheap. This is an Amazon crowning file. Yeah, Jason, that's not a fret leveler. No, you're right. It's not. It's really for crowning. But these cheap crowning files have teeth on the inside. Some expensive crowning files have teeth on the inside as well. But because they have teeth on the inside, you really have to pay attention when you're crowning, right? Because you could actually overcrown and wear that fret lower than the other two, and now you're into a full fret leveling. So you can use this to file down a high spot, but you gotta file and stop and check, file, stop and check, and by checking I mean using your fret rocker. And this is not a diamond file, this is just a super cheap file. So for a fret this high, it would take a lot of time. This is great for little areas where you just have to kind of tweak, or maybe the end of a fret that you just want to file down. I'll use this once in a while, but it's definitely not my go-to. I have the StewMac Fret Kisser, which is basically a fret rocker style, and it has a little area of diamond file on each side. And you can use this with strings on or with strings off. Strings off, you can go across the fret like this, and you can go up and down, right? I can move it back and forth. The next tool is this. This is the Music Nomad understring fret leveling system that they came up with. It's called the U-File. They have 3 different sizes, right? Just like a fret rocker has like 4 different sizes. Well, this has 3, and these 3 sizes will work with the different spaces on your fretboard. So, and basically it's just a metal, metal tool, and it has a diamond file area in the middle. Same thing, you pick the right length for whatever area you're using. And this, again, is designed for under strings, right? If you have strings on, they'll fit in this groove. And you can go up and down like this, or you can go side to side. It's a great little design, and we'll see how well it works in a minute. My most recent purchase has been this, along with this. So this is from sixstringers.com. This is called a fret fixer. And this is kind of a really ingenious idea because it has the different elevated sides. Just ignore the middle section for a second. So this side is level all the way across. This side is elevated right here. So it's a shorter side, right? To span through shorter frets. This side is a little bit longer and this side is shorter. So there's the four sides really of a fret rocker on this thing. In the middle, you have your filing area. Obviously, it's a channel. So with this file, you don't go up and down. You have to go across the fret. However, it is not a fret rocker. Okay? Meaning that if I find a level section, see how my fret rocker is not moving here? Okay? So if I put this on those frets, now let me find the right size for the width here. So it'll be this side. Okay? You would think that this would be perfectly level, but it's not. Okay? So I don't understand the purpose of having these different sides if when a fret is level, it's still going to be rocking anyway. Once this thing stops rocking on a fret that's unlevel, you should be done. You know what I mean? It should be like perfectly level if the tool was designed specifically for the job. Now, some of you are saying, yeah, I know, but there's jumbo frets and there's like narrow, tall frets and there's medium frets. And so it's impossible to do that. But the premise of this tool is it's designed to shave your fret down and crown it at the same time. What a time saver this would be. Now, with this tool just slides in there like that, right? And now you have a handle to kind of give you some leverage. I'm going to set a 1-minute timer and I'm going to start with the fret kisser and I'm literally going to file this high fret down for a whole minute. Now some of you say, well, a minute's not very much. Yeah, have you done body weight squats for a minute straight without stopping? Hit the ground and do a minute worth of push-ups. I will guarantee you that many of us are not going to hit a minute. A minute of doing the same repetitive thing is a long time. All right, here we go. I can feel this grabbing that fret. So it's scraping something. Now I'm becoming slightly annoyed. Like this is a long time. All right, there's a minute. And fret rocker, final result. Still high all the way across. All right, so let me take the long bar of this U file and we'll do the same thing. And since the strings are off, I can just go side to side across the fret and get more area. So we'll try that. Got 5 seconds to start and get ready. Here we go. I can feel this grabbing too. Just making sure I'm getting my edges. We're 30 seconds in. I'm not feeling a whole lot of resistance, so maybe we're level. We got 10 seconds to go. All right, brush that off. So there was 2 minutes of filing a fret with 2 different tools. And, oh, we're level in the middle, but not at the ends. We're high over here, and we're high about, 1/3 of the way in. After using the StewMac, we saw that this fret was still rocking all the way across. So I feel that the Music Nomad did a better job in the same amount of time and using the same technique. Perhaps because there's way more surface on the U-file. You see how much wider? Like the U-file is pretty much double the width. So there's more material contacting the fret in the same amount of time than there was on this one. We still do not have a level fret. So let's take the fret fixer. With these first 2 tools, even though this fret would be perfectly level, which it's not, I would still have to crown it using my S-file. So there would still be another step. This tool claims to level the fret and crown it. Let's do that. Let's find the long side, which would be this side. And you can use the handle or not use the handle. I was told by Steven at sixstringers.com that most people prefer to use this tool without using this. So see, this tool is rocking quite a bit. Okay, so I'm going to do another minute. Here we go. Now we are crowning and we are filing or leveling at the same time. As far as feel, all these 3 tools have the same feel as far as like digging into the fret. Like one doesn't feel smoother than the other, Like I still feel each tool I feel was grinding. This one I feel might be grinding a little more because it's actually wrapped around the fret, whereas those just, kiss the surface of the fret. We got 5 seconds left. All right, I'm just going to keep going for like another 5 seconds because I stopped briefly in the middle of that to just explain something. All right, we'll stop there. We definitely did crown that fret. It's rounded for sure, so that tool works. But I don't care about that. I want to know, is my fret level? After using 3 tools. For me, here in Canada, these 3 tools together cost me over $300. Now, some of you are saying, you're crazy. And you know what? I agree. I think I am. This StewMac tool was $140 to my door. These were almost $90 for the set on Amazon. This tool I got a discount on. And I also was thrown in this nut and saddle leveler, which is freaking awesome. This thing is amazing. I'll do a video on this one day when I need to file down a saddle. This thing is great. But so I got both for like Canadian. It cost me like $171, I think. So yeah, well over $300 for these 3 tools. All right. A little over 3 minutes for 3 different tools, and we still have a high fret. Not in the middle, and at the other end as well. For me, I cannot work with this kind of timeline. I need a tool after 1 minute, preferably before a minute, is going to level a fret. And you guys are going to say, well, that doesn't exist. Well, I made one, and here it is. I took my Music Nomad leveling beam and I cut it. Okay, some of you are going to understand what I did here. The long side of a fret rocker, right here. The second longest side of a fret rocker is here. The shorter side of a fret rocker is here. And the absolute short side of the fret rocker is over here. All right. I just went to a machine shop and I asked them to cut this in 3, right? So they cut the corner off and then they cut this angle and cut that angle. And then I took 2 pieces of painter's tape and I covered the side. And then I put 1 piece of 220 sanding paper that has the sticky back on it. And I did that for each side. So I can do any 3 frets. 2 layers of tape is the same thickness as 1 layer of sandpaper. Once again, it's rocking. I don't know if you can hear it because of the tape, but it's rocking at the high spot. It's not rocking where it was level with the other tools, and it's rocking at the end. So I'm going to start this, and we're going to go for a minute. Actually, let's stop and after 20 seconds and check. Look at that. Perfectly level. No rocking. This bar was, for me here in Canada, is $50. The tape I already had. Getting a metal shop to cut it, they charged me $10 to like stop what they were doing and cut this for me. So I got a $60 tool that can level a fret in 15 seconds. Yeah, but J-Man, you just used 3 tools on that same fret. You kind of gave your tool 3 times the opportunity to get the job done. All right. Okay, good point. Let's go to a brand new fret. Okay, this one's rocking quite a bit, okay? This one right here. So this would be this size, right here. So let's do that again. Let me just exit this and we'll go back. We'll start it and I'll do a minute again. And we'll stop it before the minute's up. Okay, I'll give my 5 seconds here. And here we go. Jason, how do you know when to stop? Well, when I don't hear any sanding, that means there's no material it's taken off. There. All right, so look, we got 40 minutes left. I'm just going to stop that. And I'll just double check. Perfectly level. See that? And now I can check like the frets before it. They're still level. And to check the frets after it. And they're still level as well. And the fret we just did. Right? So 15 seconds versus a minute. Now I know this is not like an official tool, but to me, these tools are all ingeniously built. Don't get me wrong, like this is awesome. And this tool is fantastic for the fact that it'll crown as you file. The problem I have with this tool is the time it takes to get the job done. So there you have it. How do you level a high fret? By whatever means suits you best. So that's it for me, guys. You let me know how you level, crown, and polish your frets, because I'm always looking for the better way. And I don't know that there is one. But if there is, and it's a big secret, and it's not being sold in any stores, and you know what it is, let me know, because I haven't found it yet. But I am happy with the results that I'm getting with the tools that I've designed. So you guys take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.